Hi friends, it's Nancy. Remember last week how excited I was by this haberdashery tag? I made some more. I wanted to share those with you. So this is the one I did in my video last week. This one, it's kind of a sewing theme. So it has some scraps of tatting. It has this pair of scissors and buttons, little button card. This one is all Kim Deal fabrics. Huge fan. Huge fan. Her designs tend to be over dyed, so really vibrant colors. I have a collection of her fabrics. They're phenomenal. This one I added some, why are you sticking? Don't stick. Okay. I added a little hook thing from my sewing box. Safety pin. This button was actually on this card, so I just tore it in half, and I thought the orange was a nice match. A needle threader. This is Germany. I just poked a hole through it at the top with a needle so I could stitch it down. And a little piece of crochet. And this one I actually, there's a leaf patterned fabric. I scanned it and printed it at 200%, and then I was able to cut out these little designs in order to make the leaf embroidery. Again, buttons, stitched on this little piece of a selvage that says autumn. Another safety pin, little trim, and then this Christmassy one, I added some metallic buttons. These are antique. This was a charm. I stitched on a little piece of selvage. It says holly. Some trim that looks like snowflakes, lace, lots of stitches. So I've been having a lot of fun. I wanted to share with you that I am able to offer in my Etsy shop these fabric families. So I'm just going to show you. Generally, as you know, I usually do 2-inch squares, 2.5-inch squares. This one is all of the autumn, but after I did one package, I thought that's not going to work. So this contains 25 5-inch squares, and I'll just give you a little wee look at some of the patterns in here. These are all quilt shop quality. This largely comes from Sandy Gervais. There's some nice plaids in here. They also kind of, you know, I'm just going to put that there so you can sort of compare. See, that plaid came from there. This one's beautiful. Little touches of blue. The collection is called Bittersweet and Boo. That's nice. There's some neutrals in there. A little more blue. A little more neutral. Some red roses. There's like an all over pattern. More plaid. And yeah, so you're getting 25 blocks, squares of fabric, because when I thought about it, well, I couldn't do any of these out of a 2.5 inch square. Well, maybe this one I could have cut from a 2.5 inch square, but everything else is bigger. So yeah. So those are in my Etsy shop. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Okay. Let me show you I have five of those plus one that has 2.5 inch squares. So if that's something you're interested in. This one is the Kim Deal. Again, you're getting 25 4.5 inch squares. And these are gloriously over-dyed, vibrant. I think this collection is called Vintage Farmhouse. And, you know, you think none of these colors match, but because of the tones, they really do go nicely together. It's beautiful. Paisley. Love this purple. Here it is in red and gold. Love, love, love the tones. Can't do it. The poison green. Ugh. There it is in orange. I used the orange there. Here's another paisley. This one is really nice. I kept a big hunk of this because I think it would be nice as inside a journal. And then there's a couple of neutrals. Okay. And the Christmas one is, again, I think it's another, I was going to say, I think it's another Sandy Gervais, but now I'm thinking maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But it's definitely a motif fabric. So there's some red and gold. Some, not a solid, but sort of a muddled solid. Here's some stripes. Quite a few stripes, actually. Plaid. There's a really pale, pale green that I think is one of my favorites. There's a different gold and red pine. Another mottled color. Must have missed it somewhere. Might have been attached to something. Or maybe one didn't get in this pack. I don't know. So this Christmassy, naturey, outdoorsy fabric is, again, 25 squares, 4.5 inch squares. And Everything was hand cut by me. I think for the Christmas ones I have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 of those. So if you are looking for some coordinating fabrics, so you can maybe try a project like this, or just to decorate your upcoming seasonal journals, go over and take a look at my Etsy shop. Okay, I've got more textiles coming, but if we're doing textiles, let's do textiles. I have these antique quilt squares, and they have all been pressed and starched by me. They have a sort of a heavier weave cotton backing, and then the butterfly is a vintage fabric. It's been embroidered around. There's so many different prints. I am going to do packages of 4. So go over and take a look. They won't necessarily be at the same color or match even. You're just going to be surprised. But a lot of cute little old calicos, feed sack materials, definitely vintage. So 4. There might be tiny stains on the background, but you might want to dye this anyway. You might want to tea stain it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that fabric. Looks like it's been cross-stitched, but it's printed. Anyway, that was an enormous amount of work to take that quilt apart and do all the stitching. Okay. I've got some vintage rickrack in 2 different colors for Christmas. I've got this gold and silver. The silver is a little wider than the gold. There's 5 yards on every card, and I made the card myself by collaging papers and using my envelope board to punch the the narrower part of the spool, I guess. So I got some of that. And I have a fabric. So this fabric, it's a fat quarter, and it's printed with tags. So it sort of has a red, white, and blue kind of thing going on, but I thought you might enjoy that. So this, again, has been washed and pressed by me, and it is what's called a fat quarter. Don't worry about this. It looks like it's stained. No. The ones that only have blue printing on them are distressed. Like that's the way the fabric was printed. That's the word I'm looking for. So tag that quarter. What else have I got? some other fabrics, but oh, what the heck. This is really so very, very almost stiff. It's got a very high thread count, I think. This is a fat quarter. This was a pillowcase. So it's, I don't think it was ever used. I think somebody got it as a gift and put it away. So these are fat quarters. I only have 2 of those because I only had 1. Vintage pillowcase. I have another vintage pillowcase. This one is, you know, more the weight we would be used to. So this has got an all over blue rose print. Yeah, cut to a fat quarter. So I have 2 of those. This one, this is a fat quarter. It's a Moda fabric, and it's got sort of navigation map, sort of, you know, marking the sea lanes in the background, and then you know, these seashells and starfish and things. This I don't know who designed this one, but it's a Moda fabric. Oh, I almost forgot this. Okay. I have these packs that have lace snippets. So some of them are just little small motifs, some of them are bigger, but there's a minimum of 50 pieces in each pack. And I have found it really handy to have snippets like that, you know, to grab and put on the top of a tag, or stitch down to a pocket, or make a pocket from, for that matter. So I have these packages of lace snippets. I would say most of the lace is hand crocheted. There might be some machine made in there, but I would say most of it, I would feel comfortable saying most of it is hand crocheted. And there's an assortment of colors: white, ecru, you know, more beigey tones. So that is over on my Etsy shop. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves. I hope you'll take a look at my Etsy shop, and we will come back another time soon, I hope, so I can work on reminiscences. I also want to do a tour of my craft room. I just need a few more bins and then it's ready to go. Hopefully I'll be able to get back over to Western New York this coming Sunday to get the rest of what I need. I'm very nearly done with organizing everything, getting labels made. The only scary thing is that all of my Christmas stuff remains in a closet upstairs. So Christmas is coming. Oh man. So I'll have to sort through that and see where I can fit it. I can't imagine right now where I'll be able to fit it, but that's the way it goes. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Take care. Bye-bye.